Today we're going back to using the noting technique. Hopefully by this time you're starting to find that the technique is a little bit easier for you to use now that you've been practicing it. As you go throughout the day and through your meditation, when you find yourself getting caught up in thoughts and emotions, just say, "Oh, there's a thought," or "Oh, there's an emotion." And just like before, you'll just return to your breathing and let that thought drift away. Remember, our thoughts are separate from who we are. We may experience these thoughts, we may experience these emotions, but that's not all that we are. Those thoughts, those emotions will pass. And by using this technique, it creates a boundary between ourselves and our thoughts, and allows us to recognize that we are not those thoughts. So you use it throughout the day, anytime when you find yourself getting caught up in thoughts. And it doesn't matter if you find yourself getting caught up in thoughts quite often throughout the day. It's perfectly natural. But the more that we practice this noting technique, the more that we notice how often we get caught up in thoughts, the easier it is for us to start separating ourselves from them. The easier it is to detect ourselves slipping into those patterns earlier, so that way we can let them go. And eventually, we find that they drift away to almost nothing. This is a good tool, especially on bad days, especially stressful days. If you find yourself getting caught up more often, using this noting technique can help those days, can help you process those days a little bit better. But for now, we're going to start the same way that we always do. Just sitting or laying comfortably with our back straight, our eyes open. Won't be focusing on anything specific, just a soft focus on everything around you. Just start taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with your next breath, just closing your eyes. Now just taking a moment to feel the points of contact on your body. Feel how your posture feels, how it feels against the surface that you're sitting or lying on. Feel how your feet feel. Now starting to hear the noises around you. Don't think about the noise. Just let those thoughts of the sounds around you. No. Now just allowing yourself to hear the noises around you, not thinking about them, just hearing them, letting them wash over you. Now slowly pulling your focus back into your body, feeling that breath sensation in your body. Focus on how it feels coming into your body. Feel your body expand as you breathe in, and then how it feels leaving the body as your body deflates. Now just scan through your body, starting at the top of your head all the way down to your toes, feeling any discomfort that you have in your body today, building a picture of how your body feels in your mind. And while you do that, just remember who you're doing this for. You're doing it for yourself, of course, but also think about the people that are going to benefit from you having a better interaction with your mind. Think of the people, your loved ones, that are going to benefit from you experiencing the world in the moment. Now just returning your focus to your breathing, maybe even counting those breaths if you find that easier. Remember, starting with 1 on an in-breath, 2 on an out-breath, so on and so forth until you reach 10, and then starting over again. And remember that as you feel thoughts and emotions drift into your mind, just noting that you're having a thought, that you're having an emotion, and then let them go. Remember, as those thoughts and feelings drift into your mind, to just recognize them, note them as either a thought or a feeling, and then just return to your breath. It's natural to have thoughts. Remember that. There's nothing wrong with it. That's why we are practicing this technique. Just note that you're having a thought, that you're having a feeling. Pull yourself back into your breathing and rest there. Remember to just catch yourself as you start getting distracted by thoughts. When you catch yourself getting distracted, just note those thoughts, note those emotions, and then return to the feeling in your body right now. Remember that we aren't our thoughts, we aren't our emotions, and if you start feeling yourself distracted, just note them, return to your body, return to the present moment. Now, just letting go of any focus on the breathing, counting. Don't note any thoughts or emotions you feel. Just let the mind do what the mind wants to do, just for a couple moments. Let it be free. And now, just bring your attention back to your breath, into the body, recognizing those points of contact. Starting to recognize the sounds around you, bringing you back into the space, maybe any smells or feelings of the room directly around you. And then when you're ready, just opening your eyes, letting yourself sit in that calm feeling for just a little bit before you start your day. Hopefully by this point, you're starting to notice when you get distracted throughout your day. You're starting to notice how often you get pulled away by your thoughts and leave the moment. Take the time to note thoughts when that happens and just return to whatever activity you're doing. Find 10 times today to catch yourself getting distracted and just note what it is that's distracting you, whether it's a thought or an emotion, and just let it go. If you find it helpful, just note and keep track of how often you do get pulled away by emotions, maybe in just a scrap paper or a journal. And just ticking off each time you find yourself distracted. And as you find yourself getting distracted, the more you use this noting technique, you'll recognize how helpful it is. You'll recognize how many more moments you're present in. You'll be a more active listener, more active participant, and those around you are going to appreciate you being there, you being an active listener, you being grounded in the moment with them, because now they get to experience you in your entirety, not just part of you while the other part is caught up in thought. Well, for now, have a wonderful day, and remember that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay.